walked to McDonald's. We were waiting in line. We ordered eggs and bacon. After we ate dessert. For dessert was ice cream, flat with chocolate. The, then, out of nowhere, they appeared 1,000 zombies. We ran to get the car. No, we saw the zombies that were red and black. We went to the car to get the emergency kit and extra clothes.
Birds found a beehive. They stole some honey from it and flew away really quickly. Then they started to eat it all. Later, they went to go steal some more honey and the birds ate it all again. A few days later, they decided to be pets. So they went to the pet shop. One of them opened the cage with its beak. The other birds got in. The one who opened the cage decided to stay outside. So it said bye to the other birds and left. All 5 birds got bought. Their owner's name was Fernando. And he gave the birds free food, free water, and free bird toys. He let them fly in his room. 5 weeks later, he bought a bigger cage for them. The birds liked the bigger cage, and he even had 10 more birds. Now there were 15 birds. 2 years later, their owner died. So his son took care of the birds. He was so annoying. He was so loud, and I always put them in a bag when he goes outside. So one night, the birds opened the cage. The window was open, so the birds left the house. His neighbor really wanted them, so he put a birdhouse outside. His house was, outside his house, so the birds went to go live there. The bird house was big enough for all the birds. The neighbor's name was Brian, and he was always putting bird food outside so the birds could eat it. One day the bees came for revenge. They started to fight. The bees stung the birds and the birds bit the bees. At the end, they all died. Some bees survived, so the bees won. The bees decided to get more honey, so they went to 10 billion flowers, and they had 10,000 jugs of honey. The bees lived a really good life.
Hi, my name is JJ, and my twin's name is Raywood. We find out that we have rainbow powers one day. We decide to help the world at GameCon. All the kids play a game called Game Mode. However, the twins do not play a game. While out flippy flapjacks, the earth began to shake. Ray sees a zombie. We ran to a friend's house. The door was open. Then we saw a zombie inside. We drew the zombie out with our powers. Game Mode was on the TV. Game Mode was behind the zombie outbreak. We would then go to the black market. We saw Game Mode. We purchased 10 of them, and then we destroyed them. We purchased 2 phones to report the game. Ray helps me catch zombies. Along the way to the lab, the 2 of us would go to the lab. In the lab, we find the antidote, and then we put it on the zombie. They turn into normal people again, and the world is saved by Rainbow Twins. The end.
My name is Ayana, but I prefer the girls in the night. I am 16 and currently live in Mexico. Late in the night is when the villains come out because they can't come out in the sun or else it will burn them alive. When the villains come out at night, they cause trouble, robbing people, attacking people, and if you don't give them what you want, they will try and hurt you. Namara is the leader of the villains. She usually runs everything, and the villains have to listen to what she says. But don't fear, the girl in the night is here to save the day. One day, the sun finally set, and everyone was in their houses sleeping. Villains came out and started walking the streets to find someone to mess with. They couldn't find no one in the streets, so they broke into a family's house and started causing trouble. They started to trash the family's house. Everyone was scared and didn't know what to do, so they started screaming for help. And the girl in the night got there in seconds. Once the girl in the night arrived, she tried to help the family from getting hurt. So she tried to use all her superpowers, but she couldn't stand against the villains alone. So the girl in the night had to call for help from her roommate, who was also a hero. Her name was Maya, and with her help, they both were able to defeat the villains. They were so excited they had never beat the villains before, and because of that, they gained new powers. The girl in the night had power was strength, and she could pick up anything in the world. The roommate had invisible powers and can hide from anyone. They practice their powers every day so they can get better. Everyone in the city started to have a lot of respect for the two girls, and whenever they were in trouble, they knew who to call. The girl in the night and Maya were so happy to be able to help people in need, and they loved what they did from that day forward. What they did from that way forward, the girls continued to do what they loved most.
Meow, Crash. Did you hear something? No, not at all. I better go back home, Deidre said in a scared voice. Sophia said, okay, bye. Deidre went back home. Deidre went into the restroom and locked it and said in her head, I don't like my bangs. I should cut them off. So Deidre cut them off. Cut. Deidre's mom was walking up the stairs from the kitchen. The kitchen. She yells, Deidre, where are you? I am in the restroom. Mom, Deidre said in a scared voice. Deidre's mom came in, was about to say dinner. She was surprised to see her bangs so close to her edges. Deidre's mom's lips opened wide and said, what happened? Deidre's mom got so mad that she grounded her for 3 months. The next day, Sophia knocked on Deidre's door. Deidre's mom let her in. She went upstairs. Sophia heard crying, so she went in the room. She saw her BFF. She asked, what happened? Deidre said, my mom grounded me for 3 months. Sophia said, I can help you doing your chores. They asked their mom. Deidre's mom said yes. The worst day came into the best day.
Going to the beach. My mom asked, "Do you guys want to go to the beach?" My brother, my sister, and I yelled yes. First, we packed some fruits, also drinks and extra clothes. We made a stop at McDonald's, which took a long time since there were too many cars. Next, we got our food and ate in the car. On our way to the beach, when we arrived, we ran toward the warm, dark blue ocean water. We were swimming and playing tag for 48 minutes. Then we went to the restroom and our mom helped us change. Finally, we ate some fruits. We ate watermelon, apples, and mangoes, pineapples. It was an awesome day.
Was a Baby by Jose Martin. My first birthday at the beach with my mom. First, my mom burned me into the water in January 6, 2014. Next, on the morning of my birthday, my mom took me to the beach. Then my mom took me to the water and I don't like it. We left the beach and went into our pool at home. Family, I left comfortable the pool and I began to swim with my mom. I was very happy.
Clap, clap, cheering, yelling. Hi, have you ever won first place in cheer? Oh, and my name is Zion. Today I will tell you the story about the first time I got first place. So here we go into my story world. Woohoo! On the day of my cheer competition, I was having an asthma attack. My chest hurt really bad and I was hungry, very hungry, and so we sat on the bleachers until we had to go backstage and practice our cheer. Then it was our turn. We did our performance, other teams cheered us on, and that made us feel good. We got first place. Finally, after we got our first place ribbons, my family and I went to El Pollo Loco and I felt very content.